Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news now, Browns fans. What a roller coaster we've been on this season. Coming off a dramatic Week 3 victory, Cleveland managed to pull off an incredible win against one of the top teams in the league, the Green Bay Packers. It was a game filled with tension, drama, and grit. And at the end of the day, the Browns came out on top with a narrow 13-10 victory that will be remembered for its last-second heroics. And who was the hero? Well, it wasn't just the defense or the special teams, but also the resilience that Joe Flacco brought to the table. That 40-year-old veteran, who many doubted at the start of the season, stepped in and led Cleveland to their first win of the year. That's right, Cleveland finally got onto the win column, and it's a huge morale booster for the team, the coaching staff, and of course, the fans who have been waiting to see that spark of hope ignite again. But as much as that victory was a cause for celebration, it also raised some important questions about the future of this franchise. Because, let's be honest, Cleveland's season is still very much in a state of flux. The team's recent strategic moves, especially in the NFL draft, have sparked a lot of debate. The Browns took 2 quarterbacks in the 2025 NFL draft, which is quite a bold move, especially considering the team's current quarterback situation. Those 2 rookies, DILLON Gabrieil from Oregon and Shedeur Sanders from Colorado, have been at the center of this debate. Some fans see them as future stars, while others wonder if Cleveland might be considering a different path altogether. And that's where things get really interesting. Now, an NFL insider has dropped some serious hints that could shake up the Browns' plans before the NFL trade deadline. According to reports, Cleveland may be looking at the possibility of trading away either DILLON Gabrieil or Shedeur Sanders. That's right. It's not just idle speculation. Sources suggest that these young quarterbacks, despite their talent, could be on the move before the season ends. The reasoning? Well, it's a combination of Cleveland's current quarterback needs, the potential future value of these players, and the team's broader strategy to build a championship-contending roster. Cleveland has already shown that they are not afraid to make bold moves, and with 2 first-round picks coming in 2026, the front office might be willing to leverage some assets to accelerate their rebuild or to address other positional needs. But why would Cleveland consider trading away a rookie quarterback who was drafted with so much hope? The answer lies in the complexity of NFL team building. Cleveland's coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, faces a delicate balancing act. They want to develop these young quarterbacks, no doubt about it, but they also need to win games now. If the team feels that one of these rookies isn't fitting into their long-term plans, or if there's a better opportunity to address other needs, like strengthening the secondary or tight end positions, then a trade could make sense. And as the insider mentions, players like cornerback Greg Newsome II and tight end David Njoku might also be in discussions, but the focus remains on DILLON Gabrieil and Shedeur Sanders. Now, it's worth noting that the current NFL landscape is ripe for such moves. Many teams are dealing with injuries at the quarterback position, which makes acquiring a young, talented signal caller a very attractive option. The Browns, with their draft capital and a roster that's showing flashes of potential, might be in a position to capitalize on this unstable market. But it's not just about immediate needs. It's about planning for the future, about whether these young quarterbacks are part of Cleveland's long-term vision, or if they're more valuable as trade assets to bring in proven talent or draft picks. And speaking of the players involved, DILLON Gabrieil has shown flashes of brilliance when given the chance. His arm talent, mobility, and football IQ have impressed many in the league. However, consistency has been a concern, and with the team's current quarterback situation, Cleveland might be weighing whether Gabriel's development can be accelerated or if it's better to explore other options. Shedeur Sanders, on the other hand, is a different kind of prospect. Coming from Colorado, he's been scrutinized for his athleticism and arm strength, but he's also a player with tremendous upside, especially when considering his pedigree and leadership qualities. The decision to trade one of these rookies would not be taken lightly, but the NFL is all about business and strategic moves. Now, looking at the bigger picture, Cleveland's front office has made it clear they're not afraid to shake things up if it means positioning the team better for the future. The current season, despite the recent win, is very much a work in progress. The team still faces challenges, especially on defense and in the offensive line, but there's a foundation that's starting to take shape. The addition of a veteran like Joe Flacco has proven that Cleveland is willing to lean on experienced players to guide the young talent, but ultimately, the goal is to build a sustainable winning culture. And let's not forget the historical context. Cleveland has always been a franchise eager to reclaim its glory days, and the recent moves, including the draft strategy, reflect that ambition. The Browns have a passionate fan base that's been waiting decades for a consistent, competitive team capable of competing for championships. The recent victory over Green Bay is a sign that they're on the right track, but the front office knows that one win doesn't define a season. They're eyeing the bigger picture, which might involve bold trades, strategic drafts, and roster adjustments to ensure that Cleveland is a force to be reckoned with in the AFC North and beyond. And speaking of the AFC North, this division has become more competitive than ever. The Cincinnati Bengals are looking strong, Baltimore Ravens continue to be a defensive powerhouse, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are always in the mix with their gritty style of play. For Cleveland to rise to the top, they need to be strategic, smart, and sometimes aggressive in their moves. Trading a rookie quarterback, if it comes to that, might seem drastic, but it could also be a necessary step to accelerate their rebuild and put the team in a better position to challenge for playoff success, and ultimately, a Super Bowl. Now fans, this is the kind of scenario that keeps us all on the edge of our seats. Will Cleveland move one of these promising rookies? Will they stick with the plan and develop them through the season? Or will they make a splash in the trade market to bring in a veteran or draft capital? The truth is, no one has all the answers yet, but what's clear is that the Browns are in a period of transition. They're trying to find that perfect balance between developing talent and winning now. And with the NFL trade deadline approaching, everything is on the table. And for us, Browns fans, it's an exciting time. We've seen our team battle hard and come close so many times, and now we're at a crossroads where strategic moves could define the next decade. Watching how they handle these decisions, whether they choose to hold onto Gabriel or Sanders, or decide to deal one of them away, will be fascinating. It's a reminder that in the NFL, nothing is set in stone, and every move could be the difference between a playoff appearance and a long offseason of questions. So, as we await what the Browns' front office will decide, let's stay hopeful. Because even with the uncertainty, there's a lot of potential in this roster. The defense is playing tough, the coaching staff is adjusting, and the fans, well, were more passionate than ever. This season, despite its ups and downs, is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing in recent memory. Cleveland is on the verge of something big, and whether that involves trading away a rookie quarterback or sticking with them and building around them, it's going to be a story worth following. The AFC North is tightening, the stakes are higher, and the Browns are right in the middle of it. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you believe the team should hold onto Gabriel and Sanders, develop them through the season, or do you think a trade is inevitable? Who would you prefer to see stay, and who would you be willing to see go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Browns. We love engaging with you, and your insights help shape the conversation around this exciting team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news from Cleveland. Stay tuned, Browns fans, because this season is far from over and the story is just beginning.